Greetings, beautiful and radiant beings. My name is Zephyr. I'm a licensed massage therapist. I'm a psychic intuitive. I'm a shamanic practitioner. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I'm a sound healer. I do lots of fun things. I play with crystals. I go surfing, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff about me. But what I'm here to do today is to share with you messages from Spirit. These messages are timeless, so whenever you receive these messages is the perfect time for you. Beautiful beings, if you know my shtick, you know my spiel, you can check the description below and jump ahead if you want to. If you want to hear it all, you can hear it all. Beautiful beings, we are going to start out how we always do, and that is to clear and ground our space. Wherever you are at, brilliant light, please bring your attention to your breath. If you're in a place where you can let your eyes rest, please do that. Notice the sensation that the breath has upon the body, how it expands and contracts with your inhale and exhale. Feel the sensation. Get in touch with your physical body. Shift your attention to the tip of your tailbone, your root chakra, and imagine a cord or a root extending from your tailbone into the earth beneath you, creating a connection with Earth, Great Gaia, the bountiful goddess, the transformer, the transmuter, the recycler of energy. Create your connection with Mother Earth and draw her healing vibration into your pelvic bowl and allow it to remain there for as long as you need. Angels, spirits, guides, thank you, thank you, thank you for all of the messages that you have shared, and thank you for the messages that are on their way. Angels, spirits, guides, what are the messages that you have to share with the collective right now? What are the messages that need to come out? We'll get all the cards out on the table and we'll talk about what's going on and what's coming up. One more. Is that how we're taking that? No, that's not how we're taking that. We did have the death card and the masculine energy card come up. So that, to me, is a good sign. We've got things coming to an end and brilliant energy coming forward for you. Beautiful beings, we have 5 cards out. The center card right here is the energy that is coming up the most. It is the biggest energy for you. It is the thing that Spirit it has to share with you the most in this moment. So we've got the sexual healing card coming up, sexual energy card coming up. And for those of you that have been following my channel, you know that this card isn't always about just sexual energy. This is a card of the lower chakras, the sacral chakra specifically. So for some of you, there's something coming up with some sacral chakra. Now, some sacral chakra healing that's needing to take place. Now, some of you are also very likely noticing a boost of energy in this area. And many of you out there have been working on grounding your energy, getting all of your chakras aligned. And this chakra, the sex chakra, the sacral chakra, it's the chakra of all of your personal power. It's the place where your self resides, where your spirit resides, where the part of you that is bigger than you. It's your self's dwelling place. And it's the place where all of the masculine and feminine energy reside. So it's really a very powerful chakra. Okay, so there's that energy that's coming up right now with those of you out there. Now the cards on the left and the right side, this is the energy that is surrounding this this middle card. This is the things that are coming up that you are aware of, that is maybe something that is in your recent past and something that is coming up for you, or it's just all happening at once. On this side we have a new day, and on the other side we've got self-care or self-love. This is my card, self-care. So the new day energy, many of you out there are experiencing an awakening of the second chakra, of these lower chakras. Now, in my work as a bodywork professional, I have had hundreds of people that have had little or no sensation below their waist. And there's this dissociation that happens with lower parts of our body many times when there's trauma. So I've had people that have had trauma in the lower parts of their body, maybe sexual abuse or physical abuse, or just things that have happened. And it doesn't have to be abuse. It can be accidents, it can be injuries, it can be some mindsets that we've been taught that we're dirty, our genitals are bad, our private parts are to be ignored, we should have shame, we should have guilt, and all of that stuff kind of creates this separation. So there's a really big awakening that's happening, and we're becoming aware of our power center, and you know, we're being awakened to that. Okay, and we're starting to really feel our whole bodies, and that's really amazing. So many of you out there are coming into this energy and recognizing it and going, whoa, what do I do? And Spirit's saying, whoa, you gotta have some self-care days. Okay, it's really quite as simple as that. And self-care can look like a lot of different things. Self-care can look like just taking a break, just going, okay, we're gonna put everything on the shelf for right now. I know that I've got a lot going on, but I need 25 minutes of just me solitude time. Put your phone down, put your devices down, log off the interwebs, you know, let all of that just be by the side. Get out into nature, okay? Maybe do some self-guided yoga, whatever stretching feels good to you, do it on both sides. Get out into nature, go for a hike. I know I said go out into nature again, so it's very evident that nature is what needs to happen for you. It helps to regulate all of your chakras. Getting out into nature helps to regulate all of your chakras, helps you to ground your energy, helps to align your energy centers. And especially for those of you that have had this activation in your lower chakras, holy buckets, we need to make sure we're grounding our energy down so that it's not just like a wildfire running all around, or a flood running all around our bodies, which is a better I think image to talk about this second chakra energy. The element that's associated with it is water, and you know, we don't want to have a tidal wave go through our body. So Spirit is saying, get out into nature, do some grounding work. Maybe if you have the opportunity to go to a yoga class wherever you are, go to a yoga class. Choose a yoga class that suits you, okay? If you are new to yoga, maybe doing a power yoga class is not going to be probably the best thing for you. Maybe go into something gentle, something a little bit more relaxed, or a yoga for beginners. But get out, do something in nature, do some yoga. This can also look like, self-care can look like detoxifying your body. So maybe if you are feeling if you're feeling as though you need to just have like some detox action, look up some detoxes, but figure out what is right for you. This could also mean changing your diet, or modifying, taking things out. Maybe you decide to remove gluten for a while. Now, please know that I am not a licensed medical professional. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just sharing with you what is coming up from spirit. So, maybe removing gluten from your diet, maybe removing animal products, maybe removing dairy products. So all of these things, are about self-care. It's about taking care of you. Self-care also includes meditation. So finding some time to maybe have 5 or 10 minutes. Meditation doesn't need to be a long practice. You don't need to sit, with your legs crossed and peek at the clock and go, has it been an hour yet? You don't need to do you don't need to do an hour. Well, it's really beneficial. Many of us don't have the ability to carve an hour out of our schedule every day or every other day just to meditate. It can be as simple as 5 minutes, just focusing on your breath. The breath goes in through the nose and fills up the body. The breath leaves the body and goes out the nose. And just focusing on that for a few minutes. That can really help to reset your being, to help you find a sense of calmness, a state of collectedness, and really just bring you back into the present. Now, for those of you that have jobs where you sit in front of computers, this is my number one thing that I recommend to all of my clients, is to just do this simple breathing exercise where you focus on dividing your lungs into 3 portions. We've got a lower, a middle, and an upper, and we breathe in and out of each of those 3 places 3 times, and then we take 1 full breath, starting from the bottom and filling all the way up, and then exhaling from the top down. Okay, so you would breathe in and out 3 times from the lower, 3 times from the middle, 3 times for the upper, and then 1 more breath all the way down. Fill up the bottom, fill up the middle, fill up the top, and release from the top to the middle to the lower. Pull your belly button in and up. Exhale all the air. Hold the breath out for just a moment, and then let it return to normal. Doing this harmonizes the lower chakras with the upper chakras and the heart chakra. So there's this idea that each of these 3 portions of the lungs represents the 3 chakras above the heart and the 3 chakras below the heart, and the heart as well. So doing that helps to calm the mind, it helps to regulate the nervous system, it helps to activate your digestion. So it's such a really good practice, and honestly it takes like 3 minutes if you do very long breaths. Okay, so if you are at a desk, this is the number one thing that I recommend to all of my clients. Do this 3-part breathing exercise. And if that's not something that you want to do, just focus on your breath for a few minutes, okay? That is a simple self-care practice that involves you and only you being present with you, okay? Get it? We've got self-care. Self-care is about you, beautiful beings, okay? It's about you. Okay, so that is what is coming up for you right now. You've come through this new doorway, you've been activated, you've been turned on, you've got this energy that's wanting to do something, and you also need to remember you gotta ground yourself down, because when you have that grounding, when you have that self-care, when you have that available to you, you're gonna be able to incorporate that energy. Spirit's saying some of you out there might also be having some of your clairsentient sense activated, and that is the clairsent that is associated with your second chakra. That is the gift of the second chakra. So being able to feel things that are beyond your own physical body, okay? Being able to walk into a room and get a quick 411 on the room and a read and go, woo, there's a lot of big energy in here and some of that I don't really like. Or when you meet a person and you get some big feels. This can also be empathy kind of turning up. You can feel things in your own physical body when you're around people. Maybe you're around somebody and your shoulder starts to ache and you're like, what's going on? And then they share with you, you know, hey, I had a shoulder injury, okay? So some of these things might be coming online for you. If this is happening, there is a way for you to be able to get that under wraps, okay, beautiful beings? You can get that under wraps and make sure that you are not absorbing other people's stuff, okay? I've seen it many, many times with people that are in the nurturing field, the healing field, where they help heal people by taking their stuff, okay? We don't want to do that. That's something that's in our second chakra that is not balanced, and we want to make sure that we are not just absorbing other people's stuff, okay? We don't want to do that. We don't want to heal them by doing that. So we need to recognize where the boundaries are with our own energy, and this is a meditation that you could do by simply closing your eyes and sensing where your aura extends to and what your aura is, and create some clear definition with that. And then when you're around people and you recognize something that is not yours, you ground it down. You know, hence the self-care energy thing that's happening. So ground that energy down, or maybe ask the person that you're with, hey, do you want to do a little quick grounding exercise with me, so that we can clear our energies out? That might be a really helpful thing. And then, you know, you can move on with whatever it is that you were doing, okay? So second chakra activation, we've got some clairsentience coming up, and that's really very beautiful. This vertical energy that's coming in is something that is under the surface, something that spirit knows is happening and is coming up and is going, hey, here's a little nudge, here's a little, hey, this is going to be coming up and something for you to take into consideration. We've got the retreat card, and in combination with this self-love energy and this new day, I'm getting the sense that it's important that Spirit wants you to know that it's time for you to go inward and for you to bring yourself in so that you can get a sense of what is going on, okay, beautiful being? And especially with this sacral chakra energy activation thing that's going on, okay? Now, some of you might be out there and might be expressing a lot of sexual energy. Spirit saying, bring that in, okay? You need to draw your energy in because there's something that is in need of your attention, and by sharing all of your sexual energy out there, you're doing a disservice to your being, to yourself in this moment or coming up in the near future. So Spirit wants you to bring it in and to just be in your own energy and not be looking out, going out with having sexual partners. So Spirit's just saying, draw it back in, okay? Either way, bring your energy in and create some sacred space for you. Maybe do a little ritual and reflect on the things that have come up and figure out what is going on with you, and offer yourself some space to observe and reflect. Down on the bottom, we have the struggle card. And this card is not necessarily about just struggling, okay? This is the card of renewal and rebirth. We have a salmon that is swimming upstream, and this salmon is being guided back to the place where it was where it was born. So it's going back to lay eggs so that the cycle can continue. So for some of you, this energy that's coming up around sexual energy, sexual healing, it's all coming full circle for you, and you're coming into a place where you need to have this inward energy to reflect and say, okay, do I want to continue the karmic cycle that I'm on, or do I want to create a new one? Okay, even though some of you are in this new energy of working with sexual energy and having this come up, right? Spirit's saying, hey, we've got self-love that's coming up. We've got self-care practices that need to happen. And it's important to reflect and to look at where you have been with your journey so that moving forward, you can have a clear idea, you can have direction, you have an understanding of where it is that you want to go with this sexual energy, with this sacral chakra energy, okay? Spirit's also saying with this sexual energy, some of you might have been, okay, some of you might have, Spirit's talking to me. Some of you might have been actually struggling with your own sexuality, okay? Because we do have this sexual energy card coming. The second chakra is the dwelling place for all of our masculine and feminine energy. It's our self's dwelling place. So some of you might have actually been like struggling with your sexuality and how to express your own innate energy. Some of you might be contemplating, hey, do I like boys? Do I like girls? Do I like gender non-binary folks? What am I attracted to? Maybe it's not just the gender. Maybe I'm attracted to them emotionally. Maybe I'm attracted to the person and the mind that they have, and therefore it's creating a conflict within you that's going, oh, I don't know how to deal with all of this. Hence, it's time to bring your energy inward and retreat and figure out what that is. So some of you might have that coming up for you as well. Beautiful beings, this reading is all about self-care. It's all about exploration. It's all about the new stuff and figuring out who you are in this moment, okay? And it's okay to change, Spirit says. It's okay to evolve. It's okay to develop in the moment. There's no fixed story for you, beautiful being. You get to continue writing your story as life continues. How magical is that, right? Oh, okay. Now that we've got that, we're going to find out what Spirit has to say and clarify some of these cards. We'll take a look at struggle and new day. We'll take a look at new day and retreat, retreat and self-love, and then finally we'll look at self-love and struggle. So we'll see what Spirit has to say about all of that, and then we'll pull a couple of final cards or a final card and bring it in through there. All right? Oh, beautiful beings. I'm very, very happy for all of you. This figuring out what is going on with your own personal energy is really important. Okay, third time's a charm. We'll get this. There we go. All right. Angel Spirit Guides, thank you for the messages that you have shared. What is it that you have to share about this struggle and a new day, all revolving around this sexual energy? Now, Spirit's saying some blockages are going to be clear right up in your second chakra. So we've got that coming up as well, that Spirit's sharing. Angel Spirit Guides, what is it that you have to share about struggle and a new day? I think we're not going to take those. All right, Angel Spirits Guides, let's have one. Can I have one card? One card. What is it that you have to share about, there we go, Struggle and a new day. The Hierophant, you are in your power. You have access to all of the things, okay? So the Hierophant is kind of like the priest. They have all of these different energies that they can draw upon, okay? And so for some of you, this might have been a little bit challenging for you in the past, because you've known that you have all of this ability, that you have this power, that you have this connection, that you can wear many masks, as it were, and feel comfortable in all of those. However, Spirit's saying there might be, what is coming up is been a little bit of a challenge, has been a little bit of an uphill battle or an upstream battle for you, but it's coming through. You're coming through this, okay? And Spirit's drawing it back to this sexual energy and how important it is to make sure that you are grounding yourself, that you are understanding, that you are doing the reflective work that you need so that you can understand better how to work with your own energy. And it's kicking up for you. It's turning on. It's go time, and even more reason for you to understand how this is all playing a part in your life, in your being, okay? So, angel, spirits, guides, the Hierophant, angel, spirits, guides, what else do you have to share? Okay. Some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius or somebody that has a lot of energy in Aquarius. If you are familiar with a natal chart, you would know what that means. If you are not familiar with natal charts, you can get your natal chart read very easily. All you need is the time of your birth, the exact time of your birth. If you have it, that's the best, and the place of your birth. And there's lots of different websites. If you just type in free natal chart in the search engine, you can figure that out. Some of them are easier to read than others. If you're a novice and you don't understand it, try a different site, okay? So some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius, and some of you might be dealing with a Libra. So lots of air around this, this person, this energy, this thing that's coming up. So with that, Spirit is sharing, with all of these things that are coming up, the message that Aquarius has to offer is that of friendship, is that of really just being there to work together, to figure it out, to figure out what is going on with you, with this situation. So, a person might be coming in that is an air sign, a Libra or Aquarius, and helping you to figure out. So Libra is the scales. Their image is the scales, and Libra is really about balance and seeing what it is. Now there might be somebody that's coming in that is also very attractive, and because Libra is the sign that is ruled by Venus, and Venetian people have a very beautiful aesthetic to them. Okay, so there might be somebody coming in that's got a very beautiful aesthetic. Libra rules the 7th house. The 7th house is about partnerships. So there might be somebody coming in for you that is a partner level person for you. And that doesn't necessarily mean sexual partner, but we do have the sexual energy card coming up. If we're looking at this from a business standpoint, Spirit's saying get your creative energy under wraps. Draw it in, because there's somebody that's coming in for you that is bringing some really powerful energy, and you need to be working with that person, okay? Aquarius rules the 11th house. The 11th house is about friendships. It's about our social circles, okay? So, that's why I'm kind of being drawn towards this energy of somebody coming in for you that's very likely could be start out as a friend. It could be somebody in your friend group that is bringing in this level of partnership. So you might be needing to bring that all in because the struggle that you've been experiencing with finding a partner, with finding somebody that you can connect to is coming to an end, because we have this New Day card that's come up. We have the Hierophant that's come up, okay? We've got a partnership card that's come up. Spirit's asking you to take a look and balance, right? We've got the sexual energy card. So for those of you out there that have been expressing a lot of your sexual energy, you got to bring it in. Remember, Spirit's saying, bring it all in, and be with yourself, because part of what is going on is, you need to find balance, and you need to be in a good place, because this partnership that's coming through with that for you, beautiful beings, whoever that resonates with, there's somebody that is really coming in a powerful way for you. Yep. Okay. Thank you, angel spirits, guides, for those messages. All right, so let's take a look at a new day and retreat. Angel spirits, guides, a new day and retreat. What is the message that you have to share about a new day and retreat? Okay, so the first time when the cards fell out, the Two of Swords fell out, and I noticed that. And the Two of Swords fell out again in this group of cards, which we won't take because there's too many cards for the message that's coming through. But somebody out there, really needs to hear this, that it's time for you to make peace in your life. The message of the Two of Swords is that of peace. Actually, okay, so let's take a look at this. We've got peace, we've got the Two of Swords, we've got the Ten of Cups, we've got the Two of Cups, and we've got the Star. You know what? Maybe, okay. I take it all back. Okay, Spirit says, you know what? This needed to come out. The message was for me. Pay attention, Zephyr. Pay attention. But the second time that it came out was when the message was supposed to come out, because I did notice this card before, and now I'm noticing it again. So this energy of retreat, of bringing yourself in, is really going to bring you this sense of calm. Your mind is going to be at ease. We've got the Two of Swords, which is the moon in Libra. And, so we also had the Libra card over here with the clarifying this energy. So very likely there is somebody that's a Libra that's coming in, or somebody that is very well aspected with a Libra. They feel really balanced to you. They seem really balanced to you, okay? And swords are about mental energy. So you are coming to a place where your mind is finding ease, where you are finding calm, where you are really creating this energy of peace. And as you draw your energy inward, you are feeling full. You are really in a good place. All of your cups are full, okay? We've got this sensation of really feeling very good, and that's drawing your sexual energy in. Remember, the second chakra, the element is water. We've got cups. Cups relate to water. So as you are drawing your energy in, you are really bringing in this new energy, right? This person that might be coming in for you is noticing that, so you are feeling full. Your cups are full, and you have something to give. When you are drawing your energy in and not spending it frivolously, you're feeling full, and this is bringing love to you. We've got the Two of Cups. So beautiful, beautiful energy out there. This is such a great thing. I was feeling really good before, and now I'm feeling even better. So there's love that's coming in for you. We've got two twos clarifying this. we've got a 10 of cups, beautiful energy, and we've got the star card. Okay, so this is the star card is the card of Aquarius. So we've got Aquarius that jumped out earlier, right? So we've got that energy. And the star card is the card of hope. Okay, it's the card of looking at the stars and imagining what could be and having that feeling of hope. It's such a beautiful, beautiful energy. So Spirit's saying, as you draw your energy in and you bring it all to yourself, you are figuring out what is going on. You're finding this peace, you're finding this balance, you're finding this fullness within yourself, and somebody else is noticing that. Somebody else is seeing that, okay? And that gives you a lot of hope moving forward. Yeah, good feels. Thank you, Angel Spirits Guides, for that. Okay. Let's take a look at retreat and self-love. So we've got retreat, which is card number 41, and card number 40, and self-love, which is card number 41. So we have this progression energy that's happening. Whenever there are numbers in the cards that follow sequentially, or chronologically, we've got this energy of moving forward. So we've got this retreat energy, we've got this drawing in, and with that, we've got the need for self-love, okay? So we're really taking our energy and moving it forward, all right? And moving forward with this sexual energy, Spirit wants you to make sure oh, yes! We've got the Nine of Cups. Happiness, such a joyful card, such a beautiful, beautiful card. Oh, beautiful beings, this is so magnificent for you. So as you are drawing your energy in and you are moving forward, you are moving into this place of really finding contentment, you know, this drawing in. You're recognizing that happiness truly comes from within. You can search for happiness outside of you and never ever find it, okay? You have to find it within first. Because when you do that, you're in your power. You recognize that, you know, regardless of circumstance, outside of you, that doesn't bring you happiness. It comes from within. Now, certainly things can bring you a level of happiness. For example, maybe your friends cook you dinner, or your house cleaner comes and cleans your house, or, you know, those things, that brings happiness, right? But true happiness comes from within, and Spirit's saying, when you bring your energy in and you learn this lesson that when you take care of yourself, you find happiness with that. And that is where the power comes from, in you being able to harness your second chakra energy, where you are allowed to let it rise into the solar plexus, into the heart, into the throat, the third eye, the crown, and then you get this beautiful connection to all of everything that is. Right? So this is this idea of Kundalini energy rising, okay? When we have our second chakra energy in control, and I want to come back to the word control. Control is not necessarily a bad thing, right? If we don't control a raging river and there's someone downstream, it might wash them away. It might wash their town away, okay? So we need to have just a little bit of control, a little bit of guidance, a little bit of structure and organization, right? And when we have that, when we bring our energy in, especially our sexual energy, when we bring it in and we direct it up, when we guide it up, when we channel it up, we have our energy that allows to rise, and we get this ecstatic thing that happens to us and takes us to the next level. We have an upgrade. We have a level of enlightenment, as we might say. But truly bringing your energy in and focusing on your own self-care leads to the greatest happiness, because you recognize that you truly are enough, that you truly have what it takes, and you are big enough, you are good enough, you are strong enough, beautiful beings, okay? And you don't need somebody else. Well, now Spirit's saying, while sex might feel good, and sex does feel good, getting fulfillment 100% from another person is going to leave you feeling empty, right? So that's the reason we want to bring the energy in. That brings your cups full. We've got the 9 of Cups. These are full cups, beautiful beings. These are full cups. The 10 of Cups, full cups. On either side of this retreat card, you've got 2 full cups, okay? 2 cards with full cups. That's a lot of full cups. So Spirit's saying it's so important for you to bring your energy inward, to not be spending your, yes, structure. What did I just say? So Spirit is on board with this. You know, we've got the planet of Saturn. We've got the, you know, so we've got the planet of Saturn that helps us to create structure, right? I was just saying we need to create structure. We need to have a channel for this energy so that it can come up, so that we can use it, so we can work with it to manifest the world that we want to see, right, beautiful beings? That's exactly what needs to happen for us. Because when we give away all of our second chakra energy, we're giving our power away to other people. And truly, as we move forward, we need to recognize that that is not what we need to be doing with ourself. That is not what we need to be doing with our energy. We need to be manifesting the world that we want to see. A lot of you out there are star seeds, you're light beings, you're light workers, and you understand that the way the world has been working is kind of toppling down, where it's kind of crumbling, it's changing. You know, we've got mass change that's happening on our planet, and that is because we are leaving the paradigm of the way things have been. We're leaving this energy of the Piscean age away. We're walking beyond that, and we're moving into the Aquarian age. That might also be why the Aquarius card came out. The major arcana card for Aquarius, the star, came out, right? Because those of you out there, you know that you're star beings, you know that you're light workers, you know that part of your job is to help change the consciousness level of the planet. And the more of you out there that are drawing your energy in and working with your own energy, you're connecting and you're doing what you are meant to do, and that is to help shift the planet. Okay, so having a little bit of this structure is really, really good. It's helping you to understand what it is that's coming up with your life. Now, Spirit's also saying, with this self-care practice, maybe it's time for you to write down and get something on the books with your own self-care practice, right? And maybe that's, I'm gonna go for a walk 3 days a week for 20 minutes. Creating something that you can hold yourself accountable for, right? We've got the Gregorian calendar New Year coming up, December 31st, January 1st. Great time for New Year's resolutions, okay? My resolution is to not have resolutions. My resolution to not have resolutions. So what that all means is I'm just gonna do good things for myself, okay, and not have that energy of resolutions hanging over me, but to create some structure, create something that you know that you can stick to. And you know, I've seen so many people have these brilliant aspirations to work out 5 days a week for an hour and a half, and then 3 weeks later they're like, oh, I hurt, oh, I can't do it, oh, you know, because they've pushed too hard. They've gone beyond what their physical body wants them to. They're not experiencing self-love. They're doing what their mind thinks, right? Maybe when they were in their teens, they could do that. But as our body gets older, we understand how to work with it a little bit better. And we need to recognize that, hey, it doesn't quite respond the same. So maybe setting realistic goals for yourself is what you need to do. Okay, maybe setting some parameters that are really actually going to benefit you and something that you can continue as a long-term thing, that is what you need to do. So maybe you set a couple of goals. Okay, I'm gonna walk 3 times a week, and I'm also gonna eat less starches. Maybe I'm not gonna have 2 heaping plates of rice, or 5 pieces of bread, or maybe you're cutting out some carbohydrates and maybe eating more plants. We're in the winter, and I think most people in the winter, as we've evolved as humans, have gone through to eat up all of their root vegetables and things like that. So that might also be a really good thing for you to do as this energy is coming up. Root vegetables, yes, great food for lower chakra energy. Okay. Angel spirits, guides, how are we feeling with this? Where are we at with this? I think Spirit saying, I think they got the message, Zephyr. You drilled it in really good. You tapped into that Saturn energy you got there. I have Saturn in my first house. I'm a Libra rising, so I've got lots of oomph in my first house. I've also got Jupiter in my first house, so I've got Jupiter and Saturn in my first house, and that's this Libra. So I've got a lot of expansion, and I've also got a lot of control that's happening. So Saturn is the planet of luck. It's the planet of expansion. It's the planet of just ta-da! Everything's in your favor and moving out, moving forward, new ventures and things like that. And we've got Saturn, which is like, hey, we need to have some structure around this. So the two of them kind of have an interesting juxtaposition, and it's in my house of Libra, which is the balance thing, right? So ta-da! I'm in this constant like, yay, but we gotta have structure with the yay. So the part of me that likes to really just drill it in with Saturn, create the rules and create the structure and have all of that has really done its job in getting that message across. So thank you for listening with that. All right. Angel spirits, guides, thank you for these messages that you have shared. Now let's take a look at self-love and struggle. Ooh, beautiful big energy. Beautiful, beautiful big energy. We've got the Ace of Wands. Very happy card, very good luck card, very, very powerful energy coming through for you right now. Beautiful beings. This struggle card, remember I mentioned that this is not necessarily about struggles. This is about completions of cycles as well. We've got I was going to say the spawn swimming upstream, but it's not the spawn. It is the salmon swimming upstream to spawn that is happening in this rebirth, this renewal energy. And in conjunction with the energy of self-love, self-care, so powerful. And we've got new energy, the Ace of Wands, new inspirations, new energy, new passion, a renewed vigor for life. This energy is coming through for you very, very powerfully, beautiful beings. This is a brilliant card, and probably one of the most exciting cards to see. In addition to the Sun card, okay? So we've got this beautiful, really vibrant new energy that's coming for you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm excited for you. Angel spirits, guides, thank you. Okay. Ta-da. Oh my gosh, another card. Okay, so we've got Capricorn. So we had some structure. Spirit wanted us to create this structure with Saturn, and then we get Capricorn, which is also about that creating that structure. It's about creating that energy of really just having everything laid out in front of us. Okay, so Spirit's saying, figure out what it is, get a plan in place, create something that gives you a visual, right? As human beings, we rely heavily on our sense of sight. We rely heavily on that. So create something that you can look at. Make a diagram for yourself. Give yourself a week calendar, maybe on a monthly calendar. Just write like all of these things. Give yourself that visual. Create the structure, okay? Because when you do that, there's this energy that Capricorn also has, that is doing the hard work and achieving it. So Capricorn is the mergoat. It's a half like fish being and a half land being, and this part of it, that's the mer part, the water part, goes down deep to the deepest parts, where the most giant clam that has the biggest pearl. And that's, you know, this energy, this metaphor for you to do the work, to create the space for yourself, to go inward and find your worth, okay? And then what this mergoat does, it grabs this pearl and it goes out of the water, goes to the top of the highest mountain, right? And so it achieves this success, right? So when you have an idea, when you have this visual that's in front of you, and you dig deep into yourself and recognize the goals, the things that you want to achieve for yourself, and you bring it to the surface and you take it to the top of the mountain, you put it out there, and you're gonna achieve it, okay? So beautiful energy with the Ace of Wands and this Capricorn energy. Now, somebody might be having a Capricorn that has come into their life, or you might be a Capricorn yourself, okay? And if so, this message is speaking to you. There's something in this for you. Likewise, if you are an Aquarius, if you are a Libra, there's something extra special in this reading for you, okay? Or you might be dealing with a Libra, a Capricorn, or an Aquarius. If you have those strong placements in your chart, or you are that sun sign, there's something in this message for you that Spirit needs you to pay attention to, okay? Woo-wee! Yeah, beautiful energy. Okay. Was there anything else that I had to share about this? No. Spirit saying it's complete. All right. Thank you, angel spirits, guides, for sharing the messages that you have shared. Let's pull final messages and see what else there is. Angel spirits, guides. We've got the Lightworker Oracle. Angel spirits, guides. What are the final messages for our beautiful beings? What do they need to know about this energy that's coming through and coming up for them? Redirection. Spirit said, the message is not coming from this deck, it is coming from the Sacred Rebels deck. Okay, thanks for that redirection. Thanks for the redirection. All right, angel spirits, guides, what are the final messages that you have to share? Angel spirits, guides, wow, okay, we're not going with those ones. But I did notice there was this being that is swimming and going into the depths, and I find that on point with this energy of Capricorn, with the message that came through about diving deep into ourselves. So Spirit's saying you're definitely on the path with that. The message on this card is against the grain, but that message really doesn't resonate with me as much as the image on the card does. Some of you might be going against the grain. Yeah, some of you might be, as you're diving into yourself and choosing something different from what has been, and what people expect from you, because that's what you've always given them. You're diving into yourself and making this decision of no, that's not what is happening. That is not what is happening at all. This was the card that I was supposed to see. I looked at the other two cards, just out of curiosity. But Spirit says, yeah, this was the card that you saw. So there is something in this message for you. So be gentle with yourself, be gentle with others. Remember that when you choose something different, that is what you have, different from what you have been doing, the people around you are going to notice, okay? And it's important for you to treat yourself compassionately, and you are having this, you're going to have a need to open your throat chakra. You're going to have a need to explain what is coming up, okay? That is part of the reason why Spirit wants you to have some structure around it. You can share with people, hey, something new is coming up for me, something different, and I very likely might be a little bit of a different person than I was, okay? Because I'm choosing something different for myself. You are so meant to be doing this. The message on this card, what you want wants you. So this energy that's coming through, it's coming through for you at a soul level. There's the higher part of you that knows and sees that you need to do something different with your sexual energy, okay? Because the part of you that knows that this is happening, can we define what this is? The part of you that knows that this change is happening, that change wants you as much as you want it. There's the part of you that knows that something is giving, something's changing, something's got to give. So that change wants you as much as you want it, and it's absolutely what is needing to be happening for you. Because if you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. And if you expect something different from doing the same thing, you're only going to lead yourself in circles and end up going mad, okay? You have to change things a little bit, right? We've got this beautiful energy of renewal, which is supported by a new movement, by new positive, powerful energy. And the fact that you need to rely on all of the things that are a part of you is there as well, okay? So relying on your strengths and recognizing that you truly do hold a lot of power, beautiful beings. You've got someone coming in for you that's gonna see you for who you are. They're gonna recognize you for who you are. And there's a great potential in this person to give you partnership, an equal partnership, all right? You've got a lot of beautiful energy in that, okay? You are feeling full when you honor your energy, when you bring it in and recognize what it is that is going on, where you decide where you want to put your energy, how you want to use it. When you create that structure, beautiful things are happening for you. And it doesn't mean that it's going to come, you know, with no hiccups. When you change yourself, people around you are going to notice. You know, maybe it's that you aren't going out to parties anymore. You're not, you know, doing the same things with the same friends that you have been doing because it doesn't feel authentic to you anymore. Okay, people are going to notice that, and it's going to require for you to nurture those relationships. It's going to require that you communicate, that you activate your throat chakra and speak your truth. Remember to do it in a kind and compassionate way. Remember, use I statements instead of you statements. I statements explain to people around you what is going on for you. Okay, I'm feeling like I need to honor my energy and just be with myself for a while. That's perfect, you know, versus I don't like being around you because your energy is really wonky, okay? Use I statements because it's really truly about you, beautiful being. It's really truly about what is coming up for you and finding the happiness within yourself, right? We want our cups to be full. We've got to draw our energy in and find out some practices that truly fill us up, okay? Because there's the part of you that wants that, the part of you that is consciously aware of that, and that part also wants you to be doing that. Beautiful beings, just as I said that, a little light rain came over the house, and there's a beautiful rainbow out the window. So definitely on point with this one. Beautiful beings, if any bit of these messages resonated with you, please do like the video. It shares with me that it resonates with you. Feel free to share my video, share the messages forward. You know, you don't have to necessarily send the video to people, but you can share the messages from inside this video with other people. Share the truth that is resonating with you. Beautiful beings, thank you for all of your love and your support. If you'd like to see the spread from today, follow the link to my Instagram page and click on the title that is associated with this video title, so that you can see the reading, you can see the cards. Beautiful beings, thank you. Until next time, may you receive abundant blessings of love, joy, light, prosperity, wisdom, knowledge, and all of the good.